Good afternoon, children. We are going to discuss organ specific and tissue specific manifestations. What is the meaning of manifestations? Evidence. Children, our body is very large in comparison to these microorganisms. Okay, they can enter from anywhere from our body. There are many possible places like organs or tissues from where they can go. Different species of microbes, they go from different parts of the body. Children, when the microbes affect the entire organ, such as lungs or kidneys, it is known as organ specific manifestation. And when the entire tissue is affected by the microbes, it is called a tissue specific manifestation. Now, children, if they enter if microbes enter from the air via nose, they are likely to go where? They'll go to, from nose, where they'll go? They'll go to lungs. And they cause which disease? They cause tuberculosis. Okay. So the bacteria which enters via nose will affect the lung and will cause tuberculosis. If the person is suffering from tuberculosis, how do we know that the person is suffering from tuberculosis? What are the symptoms? The symptoms are the person will cough and have breathlessness in the person. Okay, so these symptoms, they can show that the person is suffering from tuberculosis. Now, children, if if the microbes enter through the mouth, children, then opening of mouth is where? In the food pipe, then stomach, then intestine. Means these microbes, they are going to affect these places. Okay, so the bacteria, if it is going via mouth, maybe it is going to infect the intestinal lining or gut lining and can cause typhoid. Okay, typhoid. Second, through the mouth, it can go to the liver also. The virus of hepatitis, it can go to liver also via mouth and can cause jaundice. Children, what is jaundice? Sometime you must have heard the like the person who is suffering from jaundice, his or her eyes are yellow, the white portion becomes yellow. How this white portion becomes yellow? What happened? Due to the what happened in the liver? The liver does not process bilirubin pigment properly. When the liver gets infected by a virus, it cannot process properly bilirubin pigments. What are these bilirubin pigments? They are yellow orangish pigment. Okay, they accumulate because they do not process properly, so they accumulate in the liver. Sometimes these pigment, they come out from liver and they go in the skin and they give yellow color to the skin. And this jaundice takes place because of the infection of hepatitis virus, as well as gallbladder stone also. Because of this stone, the liver does not function properly and jaundice takes place. Okay, children. Now, next slide is on HIV. Children, an HIV infection. First, what is the full form of HIV? Full form of HIV is human immunodeficiency virus, and this virus makes the person more vulnerable to other infections and diseases. Other infections means like body's immune system. This HIV virus destroys the body's immune system. Children, you are aware of immune system. Children, you are aware of immune system, that this system protects our body from infection. Okay, but what happened due to this infection, immune system destroys, and small disease they aggravate, like simple cold and cough become bronchitis, asthma. Okay, so this is very dangerous, this HIV. And how this is spread, uh, uh, this is spread by via sexual organs. Okay, and will spread to lymph nodes. This also, as I told you, it affects our immunity system, because it affects our lymph nodes all over the body. So it is spread by sexual organs, by uh, syringe, infected syringe and infected blood. And also if mother is having HIV, infected by HIV virus, then it will go to the newborn baby also. Okay. Now come to the malaria. Malaria causing microbes, they enter through a mosquito bite. You are seeing in the picture, the female anopheles is biting a man. Okay, and this will go. What will go? The microbes which passes from the bite of female anopheles. What is that microbe? That is Plasmodium protozoa. Okay, what is the name of this protozoa? Plasmodium vivax. This Plasmodium vivax, from the blood, it will go to the liver, and in the liver it infect the red blood cells. Okay, red blood cells. You are seeing in the picture, red blood cells are infected by the protozoan, and what happened? We can suffer from malaria. And the sign of malaria we can see after 1 week of biting. What are the signs? Chills come and fever. Okay, chills and fever, these are the symptoms of malaria. Now next is again another kind of virus which infect the brain, and that virus causes brain fever or Japanese encephalitis. Okay, brain fever or Japanese encephalitis. The microbe or virus enter via mosquitoes. Okay, they enter through a mosquito bite, but it goes on to the infect the brain. This virus go to the brain and infect the brain. What are the symptoms of this brain fever? How we come to know the person is suffering from this? By headache, vomiting, fits or unconsciousness. Now children, as I told you about immune system, see here, lymph node, I told you lymph nodes are there that are destroyed by HIV. So you can see here lymph nodes, green with the green color, the lymph nodes are there. These, they protect the body from foreign material. Okay, foreign infection. The immune system is a complex network of cells and proteins that defend the body against infection. Okay, so what is immune system? Complex network of cells and protein that protects the body from infection. The immune system keeps a record of every germ it has ever defeated. What does it mean, children? Like in the past, they remember they have fought with what kind of germ. They remember if those germ will attack the body again, they easily defeat those germ and kill them. Okay, so this is it. And now come to inflammation. As I told you, the body's immune system is activated in response to infection. ठीक है, अभी बताया. An active immune system recruits many cells. Okay, this immune system recruits many cells to the affected tissue to kill off disease causing microbes. This recruitment process is called inflammation. As a part of this process, there are local effects such as swelling, pain, and fever. Okay, these are the general effects when our immune system, the cells and proteins, they fight with the microbes. What happened that time? The local effects takes place like swelling, pain, and fever. Now children, we are going to discuss about antigens and antibodies. The microbes which we are talking about, they are antigens. Okay, antigens are substances, usually proteins. So these virus, fungi or bacteria, they have proteins. Non-living substances such as toxins means poisonous substances, chemicals, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. They also, when they enter, they work as antigens. Drugs, sometimes drugs, they do not suit our body, so they become antigen. And foreign particles like splinter means तिनका आ जाता हमारी बॉडी में, can also be antigens. The immune system recognizes and destroys or try to destroy substances that contain antigens. Okay, so our just now we had discussed before this slide कि immune system, they recognize these substances and they destroy these substances. So what destroy these substances? That is antibodies. Antigens are destroyed by antibodies. Antibodies, a blood protein produces in response to and counteracting a specific antigen. Antibodies combine chemically with substance which the body recognizes as aliens such as bacteria, viruses, and foreign substances in the blood. Is this clear? Antibodies are substances, they are made of like WBC. They are WBC in our body, they are what? Antibodies. And also some proteins, they behave like antibodies, they produce by lymphocytes. I am going to show you the picture. Antigens and antibodies, you are seeing that antigens bacteria, antigen virus, you are seeing some purple colored cell. What are they? WBC. They are a special cell, they eat the infectious um, microbes or antigen. You are seeing that they are engulfing like amoeba. Second, B type cell, they are lymphocyte, they are releasing a special protein. These protein, they mix with this, combine with the bacteria or virus or what we call them, antigen, and they destroy them. Now next topic is principle of treatment. There are two ways of treatment, okay, to treat an infectious diseases. One would be reduce the effect of the disease and the other to kill the cause of the disease. Okay, for the first we can provide treatment that will reduce the symptoms like fever, pain, swelling. For this we are going to give medicine. But what happened? Because of this, the disease causing microbes are going to be killed? No. They are remain in the body. To kill them, we are going to use medicine. Children, sometimes the big problem comes how to kill these microbes. Okay. Each microbe of these group, which group? Like microorganism, virus, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, will have some essential biochemical life process which is peculiar to that group and not shared with other groups. Like bacteria is different from virus is different from protozoa is different from fungi. So their biochemical pathways are different, and their biochemical pathways are also different from our body. Okay, these pathways will not be used by us either. Like our cells may make new substances by mechanism different from that used by bacteria. Like bacteria, I am giving you an example. Bacteria synthesize a cell wall. Our cells, they synthesize? No. So if any bacterial action is there in our body, what we can do? We can kill the bacteria by inhibiting this wall making process. Okay, by stopping its wall making process. Last time I told you penicillin is the medicine that does not allow it to make wall. So finally what will happen? The bacteria will die and infection will be finished in our body. Okay, children. Now, one more thing, antibiotics are there. Why antibiotics are there? Because these bacteria, they are having biochemical pathways. But antiviral medicine, have you heard? Very few. Okay, why they are not? What is the reason? One of the reason why making antiviral medicine is harder than making antibacterial medicine is that virus have few biochemical mechanism of their own. Okay, children, they enter our cell and use our cell, our machinery for their life processes. As I told you, they are non-living when they are in air, and they are living when they are in our cell. Okay, so they utilize the host cell. If they don't have biochemical pathway, very little, their body is very simple, only protein sheath, and what is there inside that? RNA. Sometimes DNA is also there. Okay, so uh, antibiotics, I told you, antiviral, sometime doctor prescribe antibiotics when we are suffering from viral viral fever or viral infection. Why? This is because when virus, they attack the body becomes weak, and other microorganisms are also there in our body. They aggravate to pacify them, to suppress them. Doctor prescribe antibiotics. Suppose any bacterial infection is there, that can be stopped. Okay, children. Now we are going to discuss question and answers. Page number 178. State any two conditions essential for good health. Children, answer you can write on your own, or you can copy down from here also. One should be disease free. Second, there should be social equality and harmony, which are essential for individual health, particularly for social and mental health. Second question is, state any two conditions essential for state any two conditions essential for being free of disease. Remain First is, remain away from specific and particular cause for discomfort or disease for which personal and public cleanliness and good physical environment are necessary. Second, proper and sufficient food necessary for functioning of cells and tissue of the body. Third question of the same, are the answers to the above questions necessarily the same or different? Children, they are different. Why? As you know, if suppose the person is disease free, it is not necessary he is healthy. Okay, now come to the 180. List 3 reasons why you would think that you are sick and out to see a doctor. If only one of these symptoms were present, would you still go to the doctor? Why? Common symptoms which indicate sickness are headache, cough, and loose motion. Children, as we had discussed, they are the symptoms. Maybe the big problem is there. Yes, we will definitely we will go to the doctor and bring in the notice of doctor. Suppose any one of is there, cough is there, to maybe this cough can be become later on like TB. Okay, or in your this answer, headache, like a single symptom is the sign of a disease. On delaying, it may lead to serious illness, like headache may mean meningitis. In which of the following case do you think the long term effects on your health are likely to be most unpleasant? If you get jaundice, if you get lice, if you get acne. Jaundice because it is chronic disease and takes long time to be cured. Moreover, jaundice affects the whole body and it takes long time to be healthy. So that is it, children, and this is the question answer you need to do in your notebook, and the PPT which I had shown, they are your notes. Okay, children, thank you.